Okay, so for those of you that have been following me for the last year here on the podcast, you know that I moved back home, opened an office there, found me a home, made that my domicile, and then ran for local city government and ran and won. And I recently won, and we celebrated that the other night on election day. Excuse me. I'm sorry. My sinuses are messed up, and I am not feeling 100% because I think my body is finally adjusting to the fact that I'm not operating on adrenaline anymore. But anyway, I won the Stockton City Council District 6 seat, and I want to say shout out to Christina Fugazi and Mario Enriquez, who are also here on the Jason Lee podcast. You saw them. They also won, and Mariela Ponce, who won for District 2, and she's somebody that I had met a while ago, and she didn't like the nastiness of local politics, and so she decided to be a ghost the whole campaign, and she won. But she dealt directly with her constituents, which is what she should have did, because that's what it's all about. And we're redefining politics. We're showing people that you can have a 7-year-old campaign manager, you can be a very active, very loud person on social media and not worry about what people are going to say, like Trump. But with a heart and real meaning and real intentions that are going to bridge people together, like my campaign. And we did it. And we did it in a way that was masterful, but also very focused on people and putting the people over the politics. I'm excited to get ready for this new role. And yeah, I mean, it feels good to reconnect with my community, reconnect with my family, and there's so much energy and support behind me. I want to say to everybody out there watching me, because a lot of you in Stockton now, I mean, you've been watching, but a lot more people are watching now. Thank you so much for all of your volunteerism. Thank you so much for your civic engagement. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you for the excitement and the energy we brought back to Stockton. There's so much work to be done, and we're excited to do it. What did you think about election night, and what do you think in general about this whole campaign that we did?
The campaign was a long trail. I feel like it's been years that we've been doing it, but it really was only 1 year. Election night was crazy. I feel like Johnny and I were talking like we were so delusional and so worried just about you winning that we didn't even. I was like, oh shit, and America's getting a new president tonight, but I didn't even clock that. So yeah, it was crazy, and watching your whole community gather for you, like it's crazy. All the faces are familiar. Everyone really has been supporting you from start to finish. So it was cute.
And I've the entire time I've loved seeing how engaged the community has become by you bringing a new style of politics and new energy to the city. And that's really what it should be about on a local level. People really understanding who's going to be in office, who's going to represent them, and how it could change them on a day-to-day basis. And seeing that energy around it every day has been like really encouraging.
And a lot of young people. Because I feel like when you think of politics, you think of old farts in there, but it was a lot of young like kids and teenagers who were like advocating for you.
Listen, we're not going to call our constituents old farts because senior citizens' lives matter. Everybody's lives matters. But what I love about my campaign is it was very inclusive of old, young, gay, straight, every race, every ethnic ground, every faith-based individual. Like, it was about bringing people together, Republican, Democrat. I don't think anybody saw anything other than bridges being built. And people are tired of the Democrat versus Republican, it's so loud on the left and so loud on the right. People just want to know, are you going to help me have a better life experience? Are you going to fix things in the city? And that's what I intend to do. Shout out to Floyd Mayweather, who called in to see if we won, and he got the good news right when we were getting the news that we were all winning. And shout out to Tiffany Haddish, who came to Stockton the week before and walked through the community, meeting people, taking pictures. These weren't just celebrities who came to Stockton. These are people who are close to me, but also want to help support the work I want to do in Stockton. And so you'll see them again because there's so much that we want to do. I told you, me and Tiffany want to build a grocery store in my community. Floyd, I'm trying to get him to build a skating rink, but there's other independent partnership opportunities there for the city. And look, I'm excited, but what I'm showing people is that you can do it. We need more younger people, more people who are focused on wanting to live in a better world to run for these offices. And I was privileged because of the success I've had to be able to fund my own campaign. I have a lot of friends with money, so I was able to call people and just say, hey, give me 5,000, give me this 1,000, and they did. So shout out to every single person that I called and pressured to give me money, because you already know I was going to side eye if you didn't. and people actually enjoyed helping. And I've gotten so many calls. I mean, I've gotten calls from senators, congressmen. I've gotten calls from mayors. I've gotten calls from label heads. Just everybody that wants to congratulate me and ask how they can help. And like I've told all of you, I will be calling you for money because it takes money to be able to create things and to be able to build things. This is going to be the legacy work where now I can leave my imprint on my city. So that is what I'm proud of. And everybody has been very encouraging to me in my endeavor. Now, that was also the night that we got the bad news that Kamala Harris didn't win, and we're gonna get into that. But it was just a lot of emotion on a positive and stressful. But thank you to everybody that called me. Cardi also called, and she posted a couple times asking her voters to support. I was told by the somebody at the Register of Voters office that they had more people signing up to register this year ever, and that the line was all the way down the street and around the corner. And a lot of people were there to vote for me, but they weren't even in my district. People just wanted to go down and vote, which was really good. And also, I'm grateful that I was able to share my platform with Christina and Mario because yes, when you're running a campaign, it's all about you and your promise. But when you're running it in a city where there's not a strong mayor, where meaning like it's not a mayor-run city, it's a city manager managed city, and the city council advisor, you have to have 4 votes. I did a whole educational moment around the 4 votes, and now there's a lot of people that have the same ideas about a new Stockton and how we should be inclusive and promoting the things that we promise people during the campaign. So I'm excited, and thank you again to all the voters. I think Stockton, you did it. You got it right.